Hello and welcome to the Superpower Dead Eye team. I'm Peter.
And I'm Rick, and today we're reviewing Fantastic Four Baby Steps. We have just recently come home from seeing this one, so I'll throw it over to you, Pete. What did you think?
Well, it's hard for me to talk about this movie without referring back to Superman 2025 that we just saw and just reviewed, because they're both reboots of very well-known characters, and they're both attempting to reboot like their franchises by not having an origin story. So I did find myself comparing it to that. Overall, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it started lagging a bit in the second half, but I was pretty entertained through the first half. I really enjoyed the setting. It was very different from what we've seen in other like Marvel and DC movies, with like the sort of like a retro future look, like it was set in a universe in the 60s, but they also had very futuristic technology, flying cars and robot servants and that sort of thing. I liked how the story sort of followed on. They had like problems that they needed to solve, and they'd solve that problem, and they'd have another problem that they had to solve. Instead of having just one random action scene followed by another random action scene, it actually seemed to have a bit more of a course to it, like a bit of a follow through story to it all.
I agree that I like this. Is it stage production? The setting of it, I like that 60s look. The sort of Jack Kirby influenced Fantastic Four look that it was trying to. They were basing that on, I guess, but I thought the story was terrible. And like you, I couldn't help but just compare it to Superman, because you've got Marvel and DC both trying to restart a franchise, and let's do it without telling an origin story. For both of these films, though, that they've come in just straight into, we know the characters, like we know the Fantastic Four, we know Superman, and that's what I like about the origin story. I think I might have said it in the Superman review, because if you've got an origin story, you're learning about the character and learning to like the character as they grow and develop. It's a story that you're kind of just thrown into, and you're expected to like the people because they are the Fantastic Four, or this is Superman, and you just have to like them because that's who they are.
I think they did a better job in this, like setting them up, than they did in the Superman, because we did get like I said in the Superman review, they should have just shown like a news montage or something. They did that in this, but I do get what you're saying, that there was just something lacking. I don't know what it was, but there was something lacking with
heart. But there just seemed to be so many just story elements that just kind of happened. The bad guy was the bad guy because he was there. Well, he and she were there. Like, there was no reason to care about anything in this. Like, there was some good. I thought there was some good story elements that could have been great in a better film. When you're not caring about the characters in the film, and you're not being given a reason to like them or care about them, and really, seriously, Pedro, you could have just shaved the beard off for this role. Like, it was just like watching. It was just like watching a Pedro Pascal something and happening around because it was Pedro. And I don't rate him. I don't think he's that great.
I did like that they did get to show off that they've got different skills, and they had different skill sets from each other. I thought that they did that well in the movie. Although I was a bit confused with Johnny Storm, because he came across a bit, I don't know if ignorant's the right word, or not as much as of a scholar as some of the others. But then
he's supposed to be the hotshot. The good-looking guy who just rides on all of that. That's always been his character.
But then he's gone from that to not understanding what's going on to being able to like decode or decipher the alien language from one sentence. And that didn't really work for me.
A lot of things didn't work for me. There was so much that took me out of the film, like Sue Storm coming out to her speech, which she doesn't deliver through a microphone. Like, these are the little things my brain is talking about. Like,
and again, that was like a Superman moment again, because they were kind of, everybody loved them, and then that thing happens and they're sort of people are turning against them. It's interesting that they've just been developed probably at the same time and come out at the same time, and they've got so many similar elements.
But the bit I was talking about before, so Sue's delivering this big speech to the masses in Times Square or wherever the Baxter Building is. She's just delivering it like we are talking now, no microphone, no anything like that, but everyone's here. Like, just those little things that really took me out of the movie.
Well, she just walked through the crowd. You would have thought she would have got mobbed on her way to that statue. But I did like that there was a scene where she used her powers and it took a toll on her. Like, I thought, that's not something you normally see in a superhero movie, where they're just so easily, their powers come so easily to them and they can do what they want and there's no sort of consequence. Like, I thought that was something I haven't seen before.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I like that. But overall, I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about anything that was happening in the movie. Like, I just didn't care. Like, I was just watching images happen in front of me, and then I walked out going, bang. And I actually think I liked the original Fantastic Four movie, 1 and 2, better. Like the Chris Evans ones. I'd like to say, I can't pronounce Mr.
Ian Gruffalo.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, but
Gruffalo.
Yes, I actually liked those better because they had more heart. They had more fun about them, and
you just like Jessica Alba.
Yeah. It just had more heart, and this doesn't.
I've only seen the first one, and I don't have any recollection of it at all.
They got Doctor Doom wrong. They did a lot of things wrong, but as a movie, I actually was kind of invested in the characters. Whereas this one, it was just Pedro and other people, and there was dialogue, and we were told what we're supposed to think or feel. And the one thing that I do agree with you as well, this wasn't a massive, like, it didn't have a 45-minute fight scene that just went on and on. So there was, in theory, it was kind of more of a thinking, we've got a problem to solve, we have to do this. And that didn't go on for too long. But any CGI stuff didn't overstay its welcome, I guess. Yep. So, Peter, do you recommend this film for the moviegoers out there in cyberspace?
I liked it more than I liked Superman, and I gave Superman a mid, so I'm going to have to give this a thumbs up. It's not without its problems, and there was something lacking in it, but for the most part, I pretty much enjoyed it.
I think I liked Superman better. I'm giving this one a thumbs down, and I wouldn't recommend it. This was nothing. I've just seen 2 hours of cinema, and see you later.
Thanks for watching the Superpower Dead team.
Yeah, if you enjoy our videos, please remember to like and subscribe, and please, we really appreciate comments in the comments section. So leave a comment if you feel that that's the way you want to go.
And if you click on the bell, you'll never miss an episode.